So you want to play a cleric. Workers of miracles and devout followers of their chosen deity, clerics work as the hands of the gods in the mortal world. As a player, having other characters rely on you in combat is one of the things that makes this game fun. And as a full caster, you will have other options than healing. As a character, your devotion to your god or goddess is apparent in everything you do. Without them, you would be powerless. Each cleric's unique abilities or divine domain is determined by which deity they have chosen to follow. Gods of magic gift their powers to clerics of the Arcana Domain. With this power, clerics can turn fiends as well as undead, and their healing has spell-breaking abilities as well. Gods of craft might bestow the powers of the Forge Domain upon their followers. These clerics have an unparalleled ability to work metal, and the defensive boosts they get from this domain make them almost immovable on the battlefield. Gods of learning give the gifts of the knowledge domain. These seekers of lore have a vast set of skills and excel at extracting knowledge from various locations, ruins, libraries, even people. Life domain clerics are known far and wide for their supreme healing abilities. With only a small amount of magic, they can close even the most grievous of wounds. Clerics of the light domain wield the gift of flame, expelling darkness and blinding their enemies. Who needs dark vision when you have a cleric of light? Gods of the wilderness bestow the nature domain powers upon their clerics. They might seem like off-brand druids, but what druids can turn the undead and summon radiant fire? Gods of the afterlife gift the powers of the death domain unto their followers. These clerics are experts in necrotic energy. With every hit, they suck a little bit more life out of their target. Gods of law gift the powers of the order domain on their followers. These clerics use their abilities to command both allies and enemies to become exemplars of civilization. The domain of peace gives clerics healing and protection abilities to bolster their allies, beyond the point of worrying about the damage that enemies deal. The Tempest Domain turns clerics into supreme examples of the power their god can wield. Thunderous booms with every strike, lightning striking through every approaching enemy, and the ability to maximize the damage from these attacks. But there is also a power in peace and calm, as those who follow the Twilight Domain will have you know. These clerics are expert watchers, and their nightly vigil protects the party from any incoming threats. And lastly, the War Domain. This domain gives clerics the ability to wield all weapons, wear any armor, and go toe-to-toe with even the most protected adversaries. But if none of these feel like they're right for you, or you just don't want your power to come from a different being, Cleric might not be the best choice. Go ahead and retake the quiz to find your ideal class so you can get started on this D&D character. And remember, whether you choose to play a cleric or not, everything is going to be okay.